Once again, तमाम साथियों को या अली मदद. I hope everyone is enjoying the New Year holidays. May Mola bring lot of barakat, and shower His best blessing on us, Garib and Nachis. Mola, या मौलाए मेहरबान, या मौलाए मेहरबान. हम कुछ दोस्त यहाँ पर इस अर्ली मॉर्निंग जमा हुए हैं तेरे इल्म और तेरे फरामीन को पढ़ने के लिए. या मौलाए मेहरबान, हमको तौफीक, ताहीद, हिम्मत व यारी इनायत फरमाना मौला, ताकि हम जो तेरे फरामीन बहुत ही मुश्किल है हमारे लिए, क्योंकि जिस इल्मी और हिकमती ज़बान में the language and vocabulary you use मौला of the knowledge and wisdom, वो हमारे अकूल से बाहर है. It is hard for us to understand. लेकिन मौला तेरी रहमत मौला अगर हमारे साथ रही तो इंशाअल्लाह मौला तेरी तौफीक, तेरी ताहीद, तेरी दोस्ती व शुक्रगुजारी से मौला हम ये काम कर सकेंगे. मौला तू हमारे साथ रहना, मौला तू हमारे साथ रहना. तौफीक, ताहीद, हिम्मत व यारी. Today we will continue on the Farman which we had started last week from the 10 Ruhani Farman book, Farman number 65, Rajkot, October 21st, 1903. Inshallah, या मौला मदद फरमा. The next line, हम जो फरामीन फरमाते हैं वो जवाहिर जैसे हैं. This line, I don't know how many times we have heard of this line, कि जब मौला मुंह खोलते हैं तो जवाहिरात के ढेर लगा देते हैं. और ये अल्फाज हमने कितनी मर्तबा सुने हैं. Whenever Imam opens his mouth to deliver a farman, he gives us a treasure. What is the treasure that he gives us? ये खजाने क्या हैं? ये क्या हीरे मोती हैं? क्या खजाने हैं ये? अगर हम इसको हकीकी इल्म व हिकमत के साथ देखें, if you look at this word that Imam gives us a treasure, what is the treasure? In the light of hakiki ilm and with the wisdom, first of all, it cannot be the physical thing. It cannot be physical thing. Why not? Because Imam is our spiritual father and he like to give us things for our soul and our mind, the intellect, which is permanent. Not something which will last us for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, but something which will last for lifetime. Meaning, lifetime of what? Life of our soul. Life of our soul, which is eternal. So he gives us, he showers us with a treasure which is permanent, not something which is temporary. What will go with us, with our soul? Anything that he has given us temporary for our dunyavi improvement, वो सब हम यहां पर छोड़ के चले जाएंगे. हमारे साथ क्या जाने वाला है? कुछ लोग कहेंगे our good deeds, हमारे आमाल हमारे साथ जाएंगे. कुछ लोग कहेंगे our इबादत will go with us. Have you ever thought कि वो हकीकी इल्म, someone can ask the question, Aziz sir, why you constantly talk about hakiki ilm? There is not a single session where we do not mention the true knowledge and emphasize on it. क्या वजह है उसकी? एक वजह है. One single reason. Because the true knowledge, the knowledge of the Imam of the time, जिसको हम हकीकी इल्म कहते हैं, हमारी रूह, our soul, उसको ऑब्जर्व कर लेती है और वो इल्म आपके साथ, आपकी रूह के साथ आज भी है और कल भी होगा. This knowledge will go with you. All the information, all your worldly things that you have collected during your lifetime, वो सब इधर ही रह जाएगा. इमाम के अल्फाज, the Imam's word, the true and hakiki knowledge, ilm hakiki, आपकी रूह की जो रूह है, what is the soul of your soul? Your intellect. ठीक है, I agree. Today our intellect is akle garizi, the needy intellect. Akle garizi, the needy intellect. Inshallah, step by step, if we collect the treasure of Imam's knowledge, Hakiki ilm, it will enlighten your soul and your intellect. And step by step, this knowledge will increase. Today, we are reading a book. Today we are reading a Farman. Today we are listening to a Ginan. Today we are listening to Quran, Dua, Tasbiyat. Whatever we are listening to today in the physical form, but if your intellect, your soul accept that and keep it. What does it mean, accept that and keep it? Remember 4 things: listen, learn, apply, and then complete. अगर आपने इस इल्म के ऊपर प्रैक्टिस करके उसको मुकम्मल कर दिया, so this book knowledge will convert into ilme laduni, the direct knowledge, ilme hakiki, which Imam will teach you. No one but Imam will teach you. और वो इल्म, वो खजाना है. This knowledge that Imam will teach you is that treasure which is your saving for the akhirat. that will go with you. Someone can again ask, what are we going to do with knowledge on the other side? Because there will be souls which will depend on you to teach them. Because the knowledge, ilm wa ibadat, दो चीज, इल्म व इबादत वो मरने के बाद भी है. Maybe this is something new for you. इल्म व इबादत मरने के बाद भी है. So you can be of one or the other. You could be the students, the listener of the others who would have hakiki ilm, or you could be the teacher of that hakiki ilm, the ilm of the imam, and you could be the teacher of that. Which one would you like to be? That is entirely upon you. आपको क्या बनना है वो आपके ऊपर है. मैं आपको नहीं बता सकता हूं कि आप स्टूडेंट होगे या टीचर होगे इस हकीकी इल्म के. That is entirely up to you. आपने कितना खजाना जमा किया है? कौन से इल्म का? हकीकी इल्म का, इमाम के इल्म का खजाना. That is up to you. Imagine we are talking about this half a line for last 10 minutes. Because this line is the most important line. क्योंकि जब इमाम अपना मुख मुबारक खोलते हैं हमारे लिए इल्म के, हिकमत के जवाहरात, ट्रेजर, खजाने खोल देते हैं. And that is what we are talking about here. अब next line को देखें, and maybe we will feel a little bit shame. I hope we will feel a little bit shame. मौला क्या फरमाते हैं? जब तुम्हें फुर्सत मिले. क्योंकि इमाम can see we have no time for this Farman. We don't have any time for this ilm. I mean, think of it, in evening when there are so many different sessions of information, और यहाँ पर अगर कोई बिजनेस क्लास हो रही होती जिसमें सिखाया जा रहा होता कि कैसा पैसे बनाने का है, तो I'm sure there would be 2, 3, 4, 500 people present on this line. But look at how many hakiki mu'mineen are on this line right now. Do we see that? क्या मैं अपने आप से कुछ कह रहा हूं कि am I looking at the right numbers? आपने देखा ना, मौला क्या फरमाते हैं? जब तुम्हें फुर्सत हो, when you have a time. Because Mawla understand we don't have time for this ilm. How sad that is, right? We need to work on our way of thinking, on the very short life we have. हमारी जो छोटी सी जिंदगी है ना, उसके बारे में हमें विचार करना है, think करना है, ponder करना है. Where are we expending our time? Are we doing that on the things which does not matter after this life, or are we doing for something which we will take with us, which will matter to us, which is like a treasure to us? And this one paragraph will tell us a lot of things about ourselves. So get ready. Let's see what Mawla Papa is saying. जब तुम्हें फुर्सत मिले तब हमारे फरामीन पर 2 घंटे ख्याल करना. 2-hour ponder on my Farman. How many times have we done that? Just think about that this morning, Mulapa physically had came to Darbar. We went to have the didar of the Imam. Imam gave us Farman. After Imam leave, did we ponder on that Farman? Or did we get busy on dandiya ras and biryani and samosa? No one has to answer me. This is something we should ask ourselves because it is a personal matter. It is a personal matter. आप दोबारा सुने, I am repeating from Imam's word. जब तुम्हें फुर्सत मिले, when you have some time. Because Imam understand we don't have time for this. जब तुम्हें फुर्सत मिले तो मेरे फरामीन पर मौला फरमाते हैं 2 घंटे ख्याल करना. Think about it for a couple of hours. जब हम फरमान के लिए मुंह खोलते हैं तब मोतियों के ढेर लगा देते हैं. When I open my mouth to give you फरमान, I give you the treasure, pearls, gems, और उसका ढेर लगा देते हैं. Mullah wants us to be very, very rich in ilm and hikmat and the things that will matter to us after we leave here. He don't want us to be garib, poor when we leave from this world. He wants us to be spiritually and intellectually rich. Rich. Now look at what Mullah says after this, okay? मगर परखने वाला मोमिन वही है जो इन मोतियों की कीमत को समझता है. Those who understand and they recognize the value of this farman, of this treasure of knowledge and wisdom, they are the only one who will take this. क्या फरमाया मौलाना? He will know what he has just received. But those who are ignorant, वो क्या करेंगे? What do you think ignorant will do with this farman and this hakiki ilm, this treasure? They will have no value of it. You know, you remember in one of the farman, Mullah gave example of the diamond and the glass. The one who is not understand, जिसके पास हीरे और ग्लास की तमीज नहीं है, the one who does not understand what is the value of a diamond compared to a glass, he will leave the diamond on the road and will say, oh, ये तो खाली glass है. He will have no value of that diamond. तो मौला क्या फरमाते हैं? Those who will understand the value of my farman, the treasure, the value of the ilm wa hikmat, they will take that, and the ignorant one, they will leave it. Because they don't know what this is. This is just a words to them. These are just the words like a words in the newspaper to them. लेकिन जो अक्ल वाले हो गए, the intellectual, the smart one, the one who would have a value of the true knowledge and the wisdom, they will take it, and ignorant will leave it. अच्छा, ईसा पैगंबर नादानों से दूर भाग गए थे, ऐसे नादान तुम हो. Mullah, have mercy on our soul. Imam is giving us the example of Jesus. हजरत ईसा की मिसाल देते हैं कि एक दिन जब ईसा अपने हवारियों के साथ. One day, Jesus, he was walking with his companion. All of a sudden, he turned around. एकदम से वो घूमे और पीछे की तरफ दौड़ गए, इधर उधर चले गए. All of a sudden, he turned around and ran. Went through the alleys and the streets and disappeared. All the companions were like, what happened? Jesus, who is not scared of the lions, but some reason he was scared today. And he ran away without saying a word. So when companion caught up to him, he says, Ya Mola, O Paigambar of Allah, you are not afraid of lion. Why did you get scared and run away today? You know what he said? I saw an ignorant person. An ignorant person, I'm afraid of him. जो नादान है उससे मुझे डर लगता है, क्योंकि जाहिल आदमी खुद भी दोज़ख में है और मुझे भी दोज़ख के अंदर खींच लेता है. The ignorant one is in fire of hell today, and he will also pull me into the fire of hell. So I'm scared of the ignorant. And Mullah क्या फरमाते हैं? Listen to this word. Mullah said, he was scared of the ignorant, and Mullah said, you are ignorant. Why would Mullah call his spiritual children ignorant? Because we don't pay attention to Hakiki ilm, to his Farameen. Inshallah, we have a good mu'mineen on this line today, right now. Inshallah, we are not part of this ignorance. Inshallah, we are paying attention to ilm wa hikmat. Inshallah, we recognize the treasure of the Hakiki ilm. Inshallah, we are not of those, but those जो सोए हुए हैं, उसके ऊपर Mola have mercy on their soul. Because we can always pray for our brother and sister. Because we love our brother and sister, because they are Imam's spiritual children. So we should always and always pray for our brothers and sisters. Inshallah, they will wake up one day. कल वो जाग जाएंगे, फिर वो इल्म हकीकी को लेंगे और वो भी inshallah will be part of this group, and they will move forward. They will receive something which will last them for their entire journey of the soul, inshallah. मौला आगे फरमाते हैं, तब मोतियों के ढेर में से तुम क्या फायदा हासिल कर सकोगे? If you are ignorant, then you will not be able to benefit from the ilm wa hikmat, the treasure that I am giving you. But on the other side, if you recognize this, you will be able to benefit from it. Then the next paragraph, दुनिया 2 दिन की है, उसमें इबादत करके पाक बनने का ख्याल करो. हकीकी मोमिन सिर्फ रमज़ान के महीने में ही रोज़े नहीं रखते, उन्हें तो 360 दिन हमेशा रोज़े होते हैं. 360 दिन में एक भी बदकाम ना हो, वो रोज़ा है. किसी को अज़त ना देनी, वो रोज़ा है. Very, very strong hidayat, guidance for the mu'mineen. Couple of points here. One, Mullah says that this world, this temporary world, and we have this Farman from our Hazir Joma again and again, that remember this life is temporary. The permanent life is the life of the soul. याद रखें कि ये जिस्मानी जिंदगी बहुत ही महदूद है. And Mullah says it is only for 2 days. In the entire scheme of 50,000 year life of the soul, this 100 year compared to is like a 2 days. बहुत ही छोटा, very limited time in the grand scheme of 50,000 year life of our soul. So how do we take the benefit of this short life and collect as much saving, treasure, ilm, ibadat, good deeds as we can? Mullah said there is one way. Do a lot of ibadat and keep roza of 360 days. What is roza? Which roza are we talking about? Is the Imam putting us on a diet and is asking us to be hungry? Which roza are we talking about? Hakiki roza. What is hakiki roza? मोमिन का रोजा क्या है? मोमिन का रोजा क्या है? He is mindful. He is mindful. And I'll be the first one to admit, I am garib, poor, sinful, and I hurt so many people. But we need to be mindful and not to do that. अगर किसी से गलती हो जाती है, किसी का दिल दुख जाता है, be a bigger man. Quickly say, I'm sorry. It is more better to be saying sorry because we all make mistake. We are human. और हमें कोई मसला नहीं है सॉरी करने में. लेकिन don't be the one कि जो दूसरों को हर्ट करके सॉरी नहीं बोलता है. बिकॉज सॉरी का वो अल्फाज आता ही नहीं है मुंह में. बहुत मुश्किल है सॉरी बोलना. यस वी आर ह्यूमन, वी मेक मिस्टेक. पर मौला क्या फरमाते हैं, देखिए इसकी आखिरी लाइन में, किसी को तकलीफ नहीं देना वो रोजा है, किसी का दिल नहीं दुखाना वो रोजा है. अगर खुदा ना खास्ता आप ऐसा कर लेते हैं, बी ए बेटर पर्सन. किसी को, लोगों को बहुत तकलीफ होती है सॉरी, बिकॉज सॉरी करने में तो मेरी अना को हर्ट होता है ना, मेरी बड़ाई टूट जाती है, मैं छोटा हो जाता हूं ना, तो मैं सॉरी क्यों बोलूंगा? बिकॉज आई एम नेवर रॉन्ग, व्हाई वुड आई से सॉरी? मौला यहां पर इस अल्फाज के अंदर सुने दोबारा से, मौला बोलते हैं कि जो 360 दिन का रोजा है वो क्या है? कोई भी खराब काम ना करो. और खराब काम की एक्सप्लेनेशन मौला देते हैं, किसी को अज़त ना देनी वो रोजा है, किसी को तकलीफ ना देनी वही रोजा है. फर्स्ट बी माइंडफुल, बट देन इफ यू मेक ए मिस्टेक, क्विकली रियलाइज व्हाट यू हैव डन. एंड एक मर्तबा नहीं, 2 मर्तबा नहीं, 10 मर्तबा भी सॉरी बोलना पड़े, इट्स ओके. दैट इज द फरमान ऑफ द इमाम. ये इमाम की फरमान बरदारी है, ये इमाम की फरमान बरदारी है. अगर आपकी अना को हर्ट भी करता है कोई बात नहीं है, दैट इज गुड फॉर यू, बिकॉज दैट इज द फरमान बरदारी ऑफ द इमाम. ये है 360 दिन के रोजे. Purify yourself on daily basis. कल नहीं आने वाली, tomorrow will not return. Tomorrow will not return. Today is the last day. We don't know we will make it through today or not. What would you do if today was your last day? Think like that. That is the life of a mu'min. Mu'min think every day today is my last day and accordingly he acts. वो इसके तरीके से एक्ट करता है, इसके तरीके से अपने अमाल को फॉर्म करता है। गलतियां होती है सबसे, ह्यूमन है ना, इंसान है। Purify yourself, correct yourself, immediately realize what you are doing. Correct. Inshallah, we are spiritual children of the Imam Zaman. We will be able to do this. With 100% confidence, we can do this. Let's read one more line. ये रोजा नहीं कि मुंह बंद करके खाना नहीं खाना. Imam saying, stop eating is not a रोजा. खाली मुंह को बंद करके खाना नहीं खाना वो रोजा नहीं है. और फिर जाहिर का रोजा रखकर दूसरे गुने के बदकाम करने, ये ख्याल के रोजे हैं. हमेशा ख्याल करो. इमाम फरमाते हैं कि रोजा is of the intellect, of the thoughts, not of the mouth. मुंह का नहीं, ख्याल का रोजा रखो. देखा आपने? बी माइंडफुल, प्योरीफाई योरसेल्फ. रोजा का लिटरली मीनिंग ही है रिस्ट्रेन योर सेल्फ. रिस्ट्रेन योर सेल्फ फ्रॉम व्हाट? फूड. ये तो पूरी दुनिया डाइट करती है, तो क्या वो सब रोजा रख रहे हैं? Restrain yourself from bad deed. Restrain yourself from bad deeds. ये रोजा है, मौला फरमाते हैं. ये ख्याल के रोजे हैं. हमेशा ख्याल करके सोचो. ऐसा ख्याल रखना कि तुम्हारे दिल में कोई बस ख्याल ना है. Always be mindful. Think nothing comes bad in your heart. और कभी दिल के अंदर किसी को बोले बगैर, किसी को तकलीफ पहुंचाए बगैर खराब ख्याल आ जाता है. Shed some tears. Ask Mullah Baba for forgiveness. Because you did not hurt anyone, but you had a bad thought in your heart. Those thoughts are more dangerous than hurting someone. How do you rectify that? इसको किस तरह से दुरुस्त करेंगे? मौला बाबा से थोड़ा आंसू बहाते हुए, गिरियावजारी करते हुए, तस्बीह करते हुए, सजदा करते हुए माफी मांगे. रिमेंबर, माफी दो किस्म की है. एक अपने दीन भाई से माफी हम मांगते हैं, एक इमाम से हम माफी मांगते हैं. तो वो करते हुए कुछ रिमोर्स फील करें. फील द रिमोर्स व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग टू मौला बाबा. जब मौला बाबा के आगे आप सर झुकाकर माफी मांगते हैं, फील रिमोर्स. खुश नहीं, not a dry sorry, with remorse. इस तरह किसी से हसद करने का ख्याल दिल से निकाल दें. हसद एक बहुत बड़ी बीमारी है कि मेरा भाई का इतना बड़ा नाम क्यों है, मेरा नाम भी होना चाहिए. उसका घर इतना बड़ा क्यों है, मेरा घर भी बड़ा होना चाहिए. उसका धंधा इतना बड़ा क्यों है, मेरा भी धंधा इतना बड़ा होना चाहिए. हसद हम किससे करते हैं? आपको पता है ना, हसद यू कैन नॉट डू इट विद ए स्ट्रेंजर. हसद अपनों से होता है कि मेरा फ्रेंड जो है उसका तो बड़ा नाम हो रहा है, मेरा नाम क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? I want my name in it. ये है हसद. उसका घर तो बड़ा है, मेरा घर भी बड़ा होना चाहिए. उसकी गाड़ी बड़ी है, मेरी गाड़ी भी बड़ी होनी चाहिए. सब उसकी वाह करते हैं, मेरी भी वाह होनी चाहिए. That is हसद. हसद हमेशा करीब के लोगों से होती है, दूर के लोगों से नहीं होती है. Have you ever thought about that? कि हसद हम किससे करते हैं? हसद हम अपने भाई बहनों से करते हैं, अपने फ्रेंड से करते हैं. जितना करीब का दोस्त होगा, अगर हमारे दिल के अंदर ये बीमारी है, दिस इज ए इलनेस, the illness of your soul, उसी से हम हसद करेंगे और किसी से हसद नहीं करते हम. थिंक अबाउट दैट कि हसद क्या है. बंदगी अपना दिल साफ कर रख कर करनी चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि 2 साल इबादत करने के बाद मगरूरी पैदा हो. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन. If you are doing ibadat, then your heart must be clean and pure. Clean of what? हसद से, बुरी ख्यालात से, दूसरों से दुश्मनी के, दूसरों से को तकलीफ पहुंचाने के ख्याल से आज़ाद होना चाहिए, साफ होना चाहिए, मगरूरी से दूर होना चाहिए. शैतान क्या करता है? And I'm going to give you an example and I will ask for forgiveness upfront. मैं आपको ऐसी एग्जाम्पल देना चाहता हूं गुरूर की कि जो आपको दिल में लगेंगी, जिसके लिए मैं पहले से माफी चाहता हूं. इबादत करनी है दिल को साफ करके, वरना मौला फरमाते हैं तुमको गुरूर आएगा. Let's look at this part. What do you mean we will be pride? We will have a pride when we do ibadat. Why would we have pride when we do ibadat if our heart is not clean? You know what shaitan does? He will look for what is your shortcoming. तुम्हारे अंदर कौन सी एक चीज है कि जिसको वो टैप इन कर सके. So here comes the example, an apology upfront. जब हम किसी से पूछते हैं कि ओ माय ब्रदर ओ माय सिस्टर, आपको क्या हुआ, आज बड़े थके थके नजर आ रहे हो, यू लुक सो टायर्ड टुडे, व्हाट हैपेंड? यू नो व्हाट दे इमीडिएटली विल से, ओ मैं सुबह को बड़ी जल्दी उठती हूँ ना इबादत के लिए, इसलिए थक गई हूँ. Do you see what I'm just saying? When someone asks you, and we are all guilty of that, don't try to hide it. When we ask, oh my brother, my sister, or my friend, why you look so tired today? Immediately we will say, oh I woke up so early for ibadat today that I'm so tired. You could not wait to tell that person that you had woken up for ibadat. Be careful, be careful. आपकी ये मगरूरी जो आपके अंदर है, शैतान उसी को टैप करता है. ये गुरूर मैं है ना, जो मी उसको शैतान टैप करता है और क्या कहता है कि यू आर एवरीथिंग, यू आर एवरीथिंग, यू आर बेटर देन एवरीबॉडी. वो उसको टैप करता है. आपने देखा, वो उसको टैप करता है और आपको फौरन से आप लोगों को बताते हैं कि क्यों आप थके हुए हैं आज. बी केयरफुल. 2 साल या 20 साल बंदगी करके अगर मगरूरी पैदा होगी तो फौरन इंसान मिटकर शैतान बन जाओगे. Because the pride is the attribution of Iblis. Pride जो है वो इबलीस का काम है. Pride जो है वो इबलीस का काम है. Stay away from pride, because that is the attribution of Iblis. यहां पर मौला यही फरमा रहे हैं कि इबादत करोगे और फिर अगर उसके अंदर आपको प्राइड आता है, और इबादत रिमेंबर इल्मी इबादत भी होती है, अमली इबादत भी होती है, बेतुल ख्याल की इबादत भी होती है और अच्छे कामों की इबादत भी होती है. बट बिकॉज ऑफ व्हाट यू डूइंग, ये इबादत जो है उसकी वजह से आपके अंदर प्राइड आता है, देन यही प्राइड आपको नुकसान पहुंचाएगा, आपको ये इबादत फरिश्ते नहीं बनाएगा, आपको शैतान बना देगा. लुक एट द एग्जांपल ऑफ इब्लीस. वो क्या कहता था, एंड वी विल स्टॉप आफ्टर दिस. वो क्या कहता था पता है, कि खुदा ने जो अपना रूह आदम में डाला है, मैं उसके बराबर हूं. आई एम इक्वल टू यू. यही बोला और यही उसको एक फरिश्ते से शैतान बना दिया. और ही वाज सेइंग आई एम इक्वल टू आदम. गुरूर यही है ना, कि मैं तुम्हारे बराबर हूं. यही गुरूर करके उसने अपने आप को फरिश्ते से गिराकर शैतान बना दिया. बी केयरफुल कि आपकी ये जितनी भी इबादत है उसके अंदर गुरूर ना आए. नो वैनिटी. बी हम्बल, बी हम्बल, बी हम्बल. आई एम नथिंग, आई एम नथिंग, आई एम नथिंग. प्रैक्टिस दोस वर्ड. प्रैक्टिस आई एम नथिंग. देन यू कैन गो. जितना अपने आप को गिराएंगे इतना ऊपर जाएंगे. जब आप मट्टी में मिल जाएंगे तो इमाम आपको उठाएंगे और आपको बड़े बड़े दर्जा देंगे. यू डोंट नीड एनी वन एल्स टू टेल यू दैट यू आर व्हाट यू आर, बट बी हम्बल. Yesterday we had a very good class and discussion, and वहां पर एक बात जो आई वो बड़ी अजीब गरीब आई. There are some who do all this for the name, second for influence, and even worse, to have and push others out so they can be on top. Please, please, please be humble. Be humble. तो यहाँ पर हम रोकते हैं. इंशाल्लाह we will continue from here. और ये आखिरी हमने जो पढ़ा कि आपके अंदर मगरूरी पैदा ना हो जाए. तो यहाँ पर हम रोकते हैं. Let's open the floor for questioning. We have another 15-18 minutes, and inshallah we can talk about whatever comments, question you have. जी, Bismillah.
Ali Madad, sir?
Yeah, Ali Madad.
I'm going to ask you if you can give us, I know you don't normally give examples in your talks, but I've heard a good story regarding Wazir Ismail Ganji. I mean, I do understand a bit of Urdu, but I would like to listen a bit more if you can kindly give us in English how he sort of, I've heard a little bit in the Urdu that he sort of changed after a long time, being wrong side of the path, and then he changed himself and he sort of progressed a lot.
Okay, so how about we don't even mention a name? Let's not even mention a name. How about we just talk about those, because we have so many different examples in our dais and peers and the great mu'mineen in the past. And I love the example of Salman Farsi. Remember, he was fire worshipper. He became Christian after leaving his father and his way of religion. Then, when he heard from the priest at the church that there is a new religion coming up and a new prophet had come, the current knowledge is coming, so he migrated to, and he became even a slave to get to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then not only he progressed, but he became ALWAAZ. So you are talking about this other side. A moment who is not Mu'min and then become a Mu'min to such a level that he become ALWAAZ. And Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah, may our soul be sacrificed to their Imam, has so many names mentioned in his Farman. There is a whole list of Farman with the Mu'min's name who have become part of ALWAAZ in last 100 years. Imagine how many Ismaili have become part of ALWAAZ like Salman Farsi. Okay? Second example, Pir Nasir Khusro. He was not Ismaili, he was a Sunni. With one single didar and 40 days of Hakiki ilm. Now you know why I also emphasize on Hakiki ilm. 40 days of Hakiki ilm and one single didar. From a Sunni, he become a Pir of Ismaili. Mullah Papa हमको बोलते हैं, you can be like Pir Sadruddin. We are already 50, 60, 70 years old. We have not become like Pir Sadruddin. With one single didar and 40 days of ilm hakiki, he became Pir of the 10 million Ismailis today. There are so many examples. So thank you for asking. There's a great example we should follow on those examples. Thank you, Mr. Visram. Can I go ahead and read this question?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
So this lady is asking, could you explain the treasure of the Imam? Can it be other than ilm? Yes. Imam ke jo khazana hai, can it be other than ilm? Yes, of course. What about his blessing, his khana wadan, his well wish for us, his love for us? But those are all blessing. But if we don't have a knowledge, remember the example Mullah gave in this Farman right after he says, talks about the treasure. He talks about the ignorant one and those who have the knowledge. So if you listen to the example in this Farman, right after he said that you have no value of the gems I'm giving you. Because with the ilm hakiki, you will be able to benefit from the blessings, from the khanavadan, from the well-wish that Imam want us to have to progress. Yes, of course we need his rahmat, his khanavadan to progress. But if we don't have a ilm, how would we even know to progress? That's why ilm is the highest pearl, the diamond of the treasure of the Imam. Ilm hakiki is the highest treasure, the pearl of the Imam. Very good question. Thank you. Ji Kamre Sahib.
Okay, sir, I think we have one question in the chat room.
Ji.
So someone is asking, how do you differentiate between Hakiki ilm and information?
Ha. So Mullah Bapa in one place have said that there is so much information, is like a flood of information, and you can drown in it. And then you should seek knowledge from that information. And I always said, if you can find something in Google, that's information. अगर आपको गूगल से कोई चीज मिल जाती है तो वो इंफॉर्मेशन है. The question should be, what is knowledge and what is hakiki knowledge? There are two kinds of knowledge, book knowledge and given knowledge. If you find it in a book, that is book knowledge. If you do not find it in a book, that is the hakiki knowledge, given knowledge. So when you listen to hakiki knowledge, two things will happen. If you understand hakiki knowledge, two things will happen. It will touch your heart. It will touch your heart. It will bring happiness to your mind. your mind will be happy, your heart will be touched. और जो इंफॉर्मेशन होती है ना, it will drown you. आपको लगेगा बहुत सारे इंफॉर्मेशन हो गई, I don't want to listen to it no more. ये बहुत ज़्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन आ गई है. And you don't want to listen to it anymore. Ji.
Yali Madad.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yali Madad. Sir, my question is, in many lectures you have mentioned about like 50,000 years, like any soul to progress, like who had done bad deeds. So if we think about 50,000 years, is it the unit same like in our world, or that is a different unit? Because 50,000 years is a very, very, very long time. Just from Nabi Prophet, it has gone about 1400 years. So 50,000 years will looks like never finish. So is it the unit same or different unit?
Okay, so 50,000 year is mentioned in Quran, Surah Marriage, and this journey of the soul. And I don't know if you have ever attended one of those clocks where I have shown a clock, and we are at the number 6. If you think of a clock, we are at number 6. Number 6 is dunya, and number 12 is the end of the journey of the soul. Between the 6 and the 12 is journey of 50,000 year of the soul. The reason we cannot comprehend is out of our understanding the 50,000 year, because we are measuring with our physical being. दुनिया के अंदर आपने अभी, you gave a perfect example, 1400 years. That was a long time ago. Adam came close to 7,000 years ago, long time ago. But 50,000 years, can you imagine? The 7 Adam would have to come to even make that 150,000 year. Right? But we are talking about the physical journey, and we are talking about a spiritual journey. The measurement of the spiritual journey is different than physical journey. I'll give you a small example for you to understand. When you are in your dreams, you go from, I don't know where you live, let's say you're living in California, and you go all the way to Africa, to Pakistan, to Canada. How long does it take for you to get there? You see, it takes a blink of an eye to get there. Blink of an eye. So journey of the soul is different than journey of the physical body. Physical body, it seems like, feels like a long time. And I believe that was your question, that it feels like a long time. G.
Sir, I think we have one small question in the chat room. So someone is asking, in dua we recite Haqqul Yaqeen. Please explain.
So there are 3 kinds of belief: Ilmul Yaqeen, Ainul Yaqeen,